As a man thinketh, so is he. What's up, YouTubers? Welcome back to my channel. I am Sherman Rivers. Got a quick message for you. That message is to stop running on instinct. Stop running on instinct, right? This is about the death of ideas. What that means is the purpose of thinking is to let ideas die. Does that sound weird? I'll say it again. The purpose of thinking is to let ideas die, to let them die. Let's dive a little bit deeper on that one. Often when we're trying to solve a problem, I'll use a problem solving as an example. We have to think our way through it. One of the steps in problem solving is after we identify the problem, right, is come up with possible solutions. In order to come up with possible solutions, we got to have ideas. Some are our own. Some ideas come from other people. Some come from books. Some might come from TV. But the bottom line is we need ideas. But now we have to think about it, right? And the purpose of us thinking about it is to let some of those ideas die. Some of those ideas in your particular situation or instance should be in the graveyard. You should let those ideas die. Why? Because just because you have a good feeling about something or you have a gut instinct about something doesn't mean that you're supposed to accept that idea and move forward. Sometimes it's not the best option. And in terms of idea selection, that's not one that should live. That's not one that should stay on the table. That's one that should die. So again, the purpose of thinking is to let ideas die. Instinct doesn't involve any thinking. We're born with instinct. Animals have instinct. They're a good example of how instinct works. Something happens and you instinctively react to it. A loud sound behind you in the bushes, and you instinctively run. Instincts have an awesome purpose. It's how we survive in a lot of cases, right? That's how we live. Instinctually, we know that something's not right, and we need to do something to extricate ourselves from that situation. That's where instinct comes into play. If you want to test that theory, find an animal out in nature, throw a rock at them, and they're not looking at you now. Just throw a rock at them in a direction. And when it hits the ground, watch how fast they get up out of the area. Pure instinct. They didn't have to think about it. That's what helped us survive ever since caveman days when we were the prey and we weren't necessarily at the top of the food chain in most situations. Sometimes today we're not at the top of the food chain in some situations, and that's why we still have instinct. So what's the difference between instinct and thinking? Well, the primary difference between instinct and thinking is this: time, right? See, when we're running on instinct or something instinctual, it's because there's no time to think. We don't have time to think about it. That instinct might be the only thing that saves our lives. Now, on the other hand, when there is time to think about it, it would be foolish to move instinctively without giving the situation some thought. Can I come up with a better solution? I mean, instinctively, I might run to the right as fast as I can to get away. But what if there's something else over there to the right, waiting to gobble me up? Maybe I should have ran left. But I didn't have time to think about it. That instinct gave me an opportunity, a better opportunity than I would have had if I stood still, but it wasn't the best solution. That's why we have to think when we have time to think. And we probably need to learn to think faster so not as much time is required to override that instinct. Don't get me wrong, sometimes you have to move on instinct. It's just not the norm. It's an emergency thing, you know? Sometimes they say study long, study wrong. In some cases, if you study too long, you think too long, you will die or you will have a bad consequence. Sometimes you need to roll on instinct, but that's not most of the time. At least not in my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. But in any case, what we want, what we seek is the best outcome. The best outcome should be our goal. In any situation in life, the best outcome is our goal. And the best outcome, 99% of the time, is going to be achieved through thought, thinking. As a man thinketh, not as his instinct, so is he. Side note on that, when a man runs on instinct, he is like an animal. That's his animal side, his animal nature, taking charge. It's a lower vibration. The higher vibration requires thinking, thought, as a man thinketh. So again, the best outcome is the goal, and the best outcome is usually achieved through thinking. Stop running on instinct. Sometimes you need to stop and give the ideas time to die. If they're worthy and worthy of life, they remain on the table. If through thought we discover that they're not really a good idea, we let them die. No matter how we feel or how we feel about the person that gave us that idea, still a bad idea, belongs in the graveyard. So, as always, do something today to make yourself better. Not a day goes by that I don't do something to become better. Because if I know anything, I know this for sure. When you become a better person, your world becomes a better place. Think about that. You want a better life, better world, want to live in a better world? Your world, not the world, your world. Become a better person and your world will become a better place. Peace.